Hello everyone, I'm Sam, and I've been living in Zanzibar for a year and a week now. And one of the things I've noticed is that nobody's going to tell you where to go out and buy stuff and where to get the basic necessities, where to go party, unless you ask them. So, I'm going to do a multi-part series on the living in Zanzibar and what it takes to be an expat in Zanzibar, and I'm sure some of this can apply to living in other places. Because just like most things in life, if you don't ask, no one's going to give it to you and no one's going to tell you. So, we'll start off with one of the most basic necessities, electricity. I live around Stone Town, and you go to buy electricity at this little ZECO hut. All the locations and all the places I'm going to mention in this video will be geotagged in the comments. So no need to worry about me describing exactly where they are, because if you have Google Maps or if you have the internet, which I'm assuming you do, there is internet here, you can find it. I highly recommend sending a local to go buy your electricity for you. And there's a reason for this. I've noticed that whenever I personally go and buy electricity, I'm hit with a 2,200 shilling, which equals to $1, domestic service charge fee. It's on the receipt, it says Dom Serve charge. I'm assuming that means domestic service charge. It's really not a lot of money, but it's the principle that just because you're an expat, they're hitting you this extra fee. So if you're working here, or if you're friends with the local, when they're going to get their electricity, send them to get yours, because they will not get hit with the fee. I've noticed this, and people argue with me, but it's a fact. I send my local friend every single time now when he goes to get his electricity. I give him some money to get mine, and he's not hit with this fee. Water. Now, if you're not connected to the government water, which I actually am lucky enough to be connected to, you're gonna have to charter a water truck. And they're these big, like, oil tanker looking trucks with water in the back instead of oil. I'm not sure what the price is, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere between 10,000 to 15,000 shillings per 1,000 liters. So it's not super expensive, but it will add up. Hoping somebody in the comments could tell me where they get their water, because I know plenty of people on the island who don't get water from the government, and they have to buy their own water. I want to mention something about haggling, because I'm going to get into it. If you go to a supermarket like Mombasa Supermarket, which I'll mention, or Mbweni Supermarket, like I'll mention, you can't haggle because everything has a price on it. Everything has a label on it. But when you go to Darajani Market or Manakwerekwe Market, there's no prices on anything, and since you're an expat, they will overcharge you. So haggle. Do not be scared. Do not think you're going to offend them. They know what they're doing, and you want to get the best price out there. So haggle. Food. This is the way I do it. Again, the comments are completely open to anyone who has their own opinion, who knows more than I do, because I've only been here for a year. I don't know everything. There are people who have been here for 10 plus years who definitely know more than I do. So my method in Stone Town is to go to Mombasa Supermarket first. They're the cheapest, and anything I need as far as basic necessities for food goes, like canned foods, oils, coffee, even toilet paper, dishwashing liquid, detergents, paper towels, rags for your kitchen, Mombasa Supermarket is the place to go to first. If you don't find what you need at Mombasa Supermarket, then you go to Mbweni Supermarket, where the owner's name is Shamim. She's a very nice local lady of Indian descent, or Pakistani, I'm not sure. In any case, her name is Shamim. Call her Shamim. She's really nice. And they will most likely have what you're looking for. Don't forget, you're in Zanzibar. You're not in your home country, so you're not going to find home-based good. I love Frank's hot sauce. You will not find Frank's hot sauce here. The best thing I have in replacement for that is a little bit of Tabasco and American Choice buffalo sauce. But it's Zanzibar. It is what it is. You'll make up for it with the beautiful beaches and the easygoing lifestyle. You're probably going to want some fruits and vegetables, especially fruit since you're on a tropical island. I've been told, I can't confirm this because I don't buy my own fruit. I have a lovely girlfriend who does that for me. But I've been told that Manakwerekwe Market is the best and cheapest place to buy fruit. I don't have prices for you. Whatever the shop owner tells you, you can probably haggle down 500 shillings. So if they tell you 3,500, it's probably like 3,000 shillings for whatever product you're buying. Local fruits include watermelon, mango, pineapple, pretty much any tropical fruit. Vegetables, you can get tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers. You can buy lentils there. Just go to the market and see what you can get, and just they're gonna mark you up because you're an expat, but you haggle down. It's probably 500 shillings cheaper if a local were to buy it. Meats. As far as chicken goes, the best product on the island is Purdue chicken, which is supplied on the island. So anything branded Purdue or Zanchick is gonna be the best, and somehow also the cheapest. If you go to Darajani Market or Manakwerekwe Market, or you'll see on the side of the streets, there are shops called Pajanono, Paja space Nono. That is where you go for chicken. So they will definitely have chicken leg quarters and whole chicken. I'm not sure of the prices, but there's nowhere on the island that will beat those prices or come even close to that quality. It's frozen, it's like what you expect from the West. It's good chicken. The best place for meat is QMB, but it's really hard to get to. And not in the sense that like directions are hard, because I'll point it out on Google Maps and you can find it there easily. It'll send you right to QMB. It's just that the road is bumpy and it's a dirt road. But as far as beef and cold cuts go, by far the best and the cheapest. And if you drink, they also have the cheapest liquor on the island. Not beer though. Apparently, I don't drink the beer here because you only have 5 choices of beer and none of them are good. I'm spoiled. I come from New York where we have like a billion microbrews. The cheapest beer is across from the old post office in town. Some of you may know it as Taparia, which is upstairs, but the bottom floor is the old post office. So across from there, there's a liquor store and they have beer, and apparently there is the cheapest, but I also might be wrong because I've heard otherwise. In any case, we're talking about less than $1 difference here. You're on an island, so screw chicken and beef, you want seafood. You're not gonna find frozen seafood. That is extremely difficult to come across. Your best bet is to get to Darajani Market as early as possible, or go and find your own fisherman who will bring you fish or octopus or squid or whatever you're into, and speak with him or her the day prior and collect it as soon as they get off the boat, because there are no proper fishing vessels here. And there are, but none of them actually supply to the island. They're all exporting. So if you want good fish, either go to Darajani Market early, smell the fish. It's never gonna be gutted right. Never, ever, don't expect it. You're gonna have to take some guts out. You're gonna have to degill it yourself. But if you can't find a local fisherman, Darajani Market's where it's at for fish. Again, I'm not mentioning prices here, but as far as fish go, they're probably gonna mark it up like 5,000 shillings. All the fish here is gonna taste fishy because they don't properly bleed it, they don't blast freeze it, they just catch it, put it on the boat. It's gonna have blood clots, but that's just something you have to live with. Unless you get your own fisherman, but they still don't have a blast freezer and they're still not gonna bleed it properly on the boat. So it's up to you to do that. The only way you're gonna get top quality fish, which is possible, is if you go and catch it yourself. That concludes part 1 about the basics. The following parts, I'm not sure how many they are because I'm going to get some input from some locals or from some expats who've been here for a while, but it's definitely going to include where to go out to eat if you're too lazy to cook, and where to go out to have fun, and some activities. Please feel free to comment if you have some suggestions, because I've only been here for a year and I don't know much. Not gonna lie. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, please subscribe to my YouTube page. And I have so many words in my vocabulary that takes me time to find the right one to perfectly fit the sentence that I'm trying to say and perfectly fit the idea
There's
I'm
one
trying
word
to
for that.
incept.
Articulate. If you had a bigger vocabulary, you would know that.